Ethan was only 24 years old, yet his mind was never quiet. Even in silence, his thoughts were loud. His past kept hurting him, and his future kept scaring him. His mind felt heavy, restless, like it was never at peace. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan looked normal from the outside, but inside, his mind was always racing. Thoughts came one after another without stopping. These thoughts made him tired, anxious, and emotionally drained. He often thought about his past mistakes and felt regret. Then his mind would jump to the future, filling him with fear and worry. Because of this constant noise inside his head, Ethan couldn't sleep properly. He rarely smiled and slowly forgot what it felt like to be calm. One day, Ethan heard about a small village far away in the hills. People talked about an old man who lived there. Long ago, that man had been a well-known psychologist in the city. He had helped many people understand their minds and find peace. Later in life, he left the busy city and chose a simple life close to nature. Sometimes, he guided people who came searching for answers. Hearing this, Ethan felt a spark of hope. He thought, maybe this man can help me quiet my mind. After many days of a long and exhausting journey, Ethan finally reached the village. He saw a small house covered in green plants. On the porch, the old man was sitting quietly with his eyes closed, breathing calmly. Ethan walked closer and spoke softly. "Sir, my mind never rests. I can't stop thinking. I want peace. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled gently. "So, you are searching for peace," he said. "Come with me. I have a small task for you." He led Ethan into his yard and filled a glass completely to the top with water. The glass was so full that even a small movement could spill it. He handed the glass to Ethan and said, "Walk to the end of the village and come back. But be careful. You must not spill even a single drop." Ethan was surprised, but he accepted the challenge. Holding the glass carefully, he began to walk. The road was narrow and busy. People passed by, children laughed, shopkeepers shouted, and dogs barked loudly. But Ethan noticed none of it. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass. Step by step, slowly and carefully, he walked forward. His entire attention was on the water. After some time, Ethan returned safely. "I did it," he said. "Not a single drop spilled." The old man nodded and asked, "Tell me something. Did you notice the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Ethan paused, confused. "No," he replied. "I didn't notice anything. I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled and said, "That is the lesson. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no room for fear, regret, or unnecessary thoughts. Your mind becomes quiet on its own." At that moment, Ethan understood. While focusing on the glass, his mind had been calm. He wasn't thinking about the past. He wasn't afraid of the future. He was fully present. Peace, he realized, is not something we find outside. Peace appears when the mind stays in the present moment. Ethan bowed his head and said softly, "Now I understand. To calm my mind, I must stay in this moment." As the sun began to set and birds returned to their nests, Ethan started his journey back home. But he was no longer the same restless young man. Something inside him had changed. He finally knew how to quiet his mind. If this story helped you, Like the video and share it with others. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories like this one. Until next time, stay calm and stay present.